About 2 years ago, I made a video ranking the top 10 Singer 911 classic studies. And since then, Singer has produced dozens of incredible new examples. Many of you also commented that you wanted to see another video ranking the next 10 best Singer 911 classics, so I thought it was time. Now, what makes one thing better than another can be very subjective, so just like in the last video, these cars will be ranked on the following criteria: originality, choice of materials and finishes, complementary color palettes, tastefulness, and overall execution of ideas. Now, there's no denying that every Singer 911 is gorgeous. Some are just a little more next level than others. Now, the number one car on this list will probably be a bit of a surprise, but I'll explain to you how it earned that position, and I think you'll understand. So let's get to it. Finished in a soft and pleasant color called Perfect Blue and highlighted with light blue side stripes and bright ivory lettering, the Wiesbaden Commission is a visually captivating machine. The all-over brightwork gives the car a nice uniform finish and complements the exterior colors perfectly. This is how a 911 is supposed to look. The interior is trimmed in cognac leather, and the floor and interior panels are finished in oatmeal carpet. The lower dash, dash cover, and steering wheel are all finished in black leather, and the headliner is trimmed in ivory leather. And the early 911 style gauges help to complete the perfect vintage allure of this car. The front luggage compartment and engine bay feature quilted cognac leather trim, and the 4-liter engine features a polished nickel plenum.
Power, he's the man whose name you'd love to touch.
The Max Power Commission has several instantly likable qualities. Its Ruby Star paint, the open targa top, and that unexpected navy interior. But probably its best attribute is the name, which references an obscure episode of The Simpsons.
I'm going to give you the only name you spelled correctly. From this day forward, your name shall be...
Max Power?
Dynamic, isn't it?
You changed your name without consulting me?
That's the way Max Power is, Marge. Decisive, uncompromising, and rude.
Ruby Star, or Ruby Stone as it's sometimes called, might be the most polarizing Porsche factory color in existence. But like it or not, there's no denying it's a sexy and exciting color for this car. Oh, and real quick, if you're enjoying this video or just like learning about gorgeous cars, click here to subscribe to this channel. And the original owner deserves extra credit for choosing such a courageous color for a $1 million car. And just to drive the point home, the bumpers, bumperettes, and brake calipers are also painted in Ruby Star. The extremely subtle ghost striping that goes from bumper to bumper adds just enough interest without taking too much attention away from the exterior color. But to prevent complete overkill, the wheels, side view mirrors, roll hoop, and fuel filler lid are all finished in nickel plating. Inside the Max Power Commission, the lightweight carbon fiber track seats are finished in dark navy leather weave with nickel grommets. The doors, door pulls, door sills, floor mats, steering wheel, rear compartment, and transmission tunnel are all covered with dark navy leather with Ruby Star contrast stitching. The targa top is also finished in dark navy, and the dash is finished in black leather weave. The gauges are presented in black except for the tachometer, which is specified in Ruby Star with cream markings. On a side note, the Max Power Commission was listed on Bring a Trailer back in March of 2022 and sold for a cool $1,100,000. And you can be sure there was a huge amount of fighting over the color in the comments section. Named for its exterior color of Berlin red, the Berlin Commission is one of many Singer 911s to be finished in an oxblood shade. But this one has the best interior. The backs and bolsters of the four-way sport seats are trimmed in black leather, and the cushions feature a leather weave mixture in Berlin red, bright red, cream, gray, and stone gray. And the whole look is finished off with nickel-plated grommets. The 5-color leather weave continues onto the doors and back seats. The central dash is covered in black leather weave, and the lower dash, dash cover, steering wheel, and door sills are all finished in black leather. The carpets are black heather, and the pedals and footrests are painted in satin black. The gauges are presented in black with cream markings, except for the tachometer, which is finished in Berlin red. And the front luggage compartment features quilted black leather surrounding the fuel cell. The uniqueness of the Wyoming Commission comes from its complete lack of pretentiousness. It's not supposed to look like $1 million car that should be locked away in a garage. It's supposed to look like a car that was created for the sole purpose of stacking hundreds of thousands of miles on the odometer, going on road trips, pulling into gas stations to grab a couple more random drinks for the long drive, and chasing down sunsets. The Wyoming Commission is finished in Oslo blue, and if we look closer at the exterior details, we see some of the features that give this great car its unique casual appearance. The touring trim bumpers and bumperettes, which are finished in black rubber with brushed nickel trim. Inside the Wyoming Commission, the seat bolsters, seat backs, and armrests are finished in cognac leather, and the seat centers are trimmed in cognac, cream, and black leather weave, as is the center dash. The steering wheel, upper dash, and lower dash are trimmed in black leather, and the gauge cluster features early 911 dials. The front luggage compartment and engine bay are both finished in cognac with alabaster stitching, and this beautiful car is finished off with a titanium sports exhaust. Green is the most commonly selected color for a Singer 911. And to be honest with you, I excluded a few really incredible cars from this list because after a while, many of them start looking the same. But the pairing of NATO green and saddle tan just looks so damn pleasant, the Montauk Commission had to be on this list. And the owner no doubt loves NATO green, as nearly the entire exterior is painted, with the exposed metal trim being kept to a bare minimum. Inside the Montauk Commission, the backs and bolsters of the four-way sports seats are trimmed in saddle tan leather, and the cushions feature a leather weave mixture of NATO green and saddle brown, and the nickel-plated grommets add some nice contrast. The bicolor weave carries over to the doors and center dash. The transmission tunnel and footwells are all finished in saddle tan, and the steering wheel, lower dash, and dash cover are all finished in black leather. The floor mats are tan heather, and the pedals and footrests are painted in satin black. The luggage compartment and engine bay are both finished in saddle tan with cream quilted stitching. At first glance, the Suisse Commission looks black, but it's actually finished in a color called Mira Blue. From my research, Mira Blue does not appear to be an established color, so I'm wondering if the owner told Singer to paint their 911 in the same shade as this Lamborghini Miura, which is actually finished in a color called Blue Notte, or Night Blue, and maybe nobody stopped to research the actual color name. Or maybe I'm completely wrong about this and only the owner knows the backstory of the color. Oh, and Suisse, if you're wondering, is the French word for Switzerland. Anyways, it looks fantastic regardless of where the name of the color came from, especially with that brushed nickel brightwork and ghost striping. It's not hard to go wrong with an all-black interior, but what is hard to do is create an all-black interior that is this visually captivating. For the seats, the owner chose to have the backs finished in piano black and the sides trimmed in black leather. The seat cushions are trimmed in black leather weave and finished with polished nickel grommets. The doors and lower dash are also finished in black leather weave, while the armrests, dash cover, and steering wheel are finished in black leather. The rest of the interior is trimmed with heather black carpeting. The gauge cluster features early 911 dials which are surrounded by polished bezels, and the pedals and footrests are finished in satin black. And all this black interior is finished off with a special ebony and walnut shifter knob. The front luggage compartment, like the cabin, is trimmed in black leather with black stitching. It was a brave man who decided to have his Singer 911 painted in a custom color that he calls wasabi. But the chap from Manchester knew what he was doing, because although a strange color indeed, there's no denying it looks great on this car. But the real dynamite here is the Manchester's interior. The striking orange, cream, wasabi, and charcoal leather weave creates an incredible visual splash on the seat cushions, doors, and center dash. The seat backs are finished in piano black, and the sides and bolsters are trimmed in black leather, as are the armrests, lower dash, dash cover, and steering wheel. And the tachometer is spec'd in the same shade of orange featured in the leather weave. The pedals and footrests are finished in satin black, and a unique but subtle design detail is the transmission tunnel, which is finished in Alcantara. Painted in a color called Sherlock Green Lush and finished with nickel-plated touring trim along the rocker panels and bumpers, the Copenhagen Commission is just a bright and happy retro machine. I mean, just looking at these images puts me in a better mood. This warm and uplifting shade of green contains hints of amber and looks fantastic with all the bright work. From a distance, all of the metal finishes appear to be the same, but the owner decided to go with a little bit of everything. The side view mirrors and engine grille are brushed nickel, the filler caps are machined aluminum, the deck lid lettering is finished in brass, and the exhaust is titanium. This car is so unique, it's almost as if it's not a Singer, but a vehicle with a completely original identity. But the beautiful exterior is only the beginning of this car's greatness. Just as visually pleasing as the exterior, the interior of the Copenhagen Commission is filled with a warm and rich shade of brown called Desert Tortoise, which is highlighted by cream and black details. The lightweight carbon fiber seat backs are finished in piano black, and the bolsters are finished in leather. The seat cushions are trimmed in tortoise and black leather weave with cream racing stripes that are perfectly aligned with the stripes on the dash. The tricolor leather weave continues on the doors and back seats, and the armrest and transmission tunnel are finished in desert tortoise leather. The dashboard is a feast for the eyes, with the tricolor leather weave being nicely complemented by the black leather covered lower and upper dash components and black leather steering wheel with matching cream stitching. The entire look is capped off with the matching cream tachometer. The tortoise brown and cream motif were also selected for the floor mats, and the satin black pedals and footrests look perfect. The interior details carry over to the engine bay and luggage compartment, which are finished with diamond quilted leather and desert tortoise. let's just take a moment. When the lucky few first began their quest to design their very own Singer 911, they are presented with an almost infinite selection of colors, materials, and finishes. And within each customer's journey to turn their Singer 911 into the ultimate expression of themselves, there's something most of them seem to forget: the beauty of simplicity. This shade of white is called light ivory, and it is the perfect color to showcase the Singer's incredible curves, especially without any side stripes and lettering to distract from the beautiful bodywork. The subtle bright work is finished in brushed nickel, and the brake calipers have been painted in Bahama yellow, which seems like a strange choice, but I can't deny that it looks great. Inside the Auburn Commission, the first thing we notice is the exposed metal tub finished in ivory. And as our eyes wander over the rest of the details in the cabin, it's hard not to feel a sense of satisfaction at just how well the brown, ivory, and black tones complement each other. The seatbacks are painted in ivory, and the bolsters and headrests are finished in cumin leather. The seat cushions are trimmed in chocolate, Mont Blanc, and ivory leather weave, and are complemented with brushed nickel grommets. The tricolor leather weave continues on the doors, center dash strip, and rear seats, and the rear left seat base incorporates an upgraded subwoofer. The upper and lower dash are finished in black leather, and the steering wheel is finished in black leather with an ivory center stripe and ivory contrast stitching. The central tachometer is presented in cream with black markings, and the gauges are trimmed in polished aluminum. The interior details are complemented by the ebony and walnut shifter and the oddments tray and center console insert, which are finished in brushed nickel. And the front luggage compartment is trimmed in cumin leather with quilted cream stitching. And now for the number one car on this list. Sometimes looking at a car makes you wonder about the person who drives it, and this is one of those cars. Now, I don't have anything to back this up, but I'm pretty sure this car was commissioned by a race car driver from the 70s who exclusively drove John Player special vehicles that ended up falling into some sort of a time loop which sent him to the present day. And when he saw that no modern vehicles were suitable for his style, he hired Singer to build this car for him. And I'm pretty sure his name is something like Burlap. Inside and out, every inch of the Indy Commission is completely unique from every other Singer 911 on the planet. And like the Auburn Commission that we just looked at, the Indy Commission is a master of simplicity. Every paintable element of the car's exterior is finished in a custom color called Dixon Bronze, and just to make sure this machine's gorgeous curves do all the talking, the side stripes and lettering have been eliminated. The wheels are finished in a custom gold metallic, and hidden behind the Fuchs-inspired spokes are black brake calipers with gold lettering. The Indy Commission features what is no doubt the most unique interior of any Singer 911. The lightweight carbon fiber track seats look incredibly inviting, finished in a perforated nubuck leather in a custom color called Shug with cream contrast stitching. The perforated nubuck was also used to trim the rear seats, armrest, headliner, door panels, center dash strip, and handbrake grip. Desert tortoise leather was selected to trim the door handles, pockets, caps, and sills, upper and lower dash, transmission tunnel, and gear shifter. And the steering wheel is finished in black Alcantara with cream contrast stitching. Oh, and just for the record, this car was actually commissioned by Dario Franchitti, who was a race car driver in the 90s and won the Indianapolis 500 3 times, but subsequently did not drive any John Player special vehicles. Thanks for watching this video, and for more automotive content that you cannot find anywhere else, click here to subscribe to this channel.
Max Power, he's the man whose name you'd love to touch, but you mustn't touch.